Hello, this is Don Anders, and we're going over the 5 needs of money. This is our 4th video in the series. And in this video, we're going to talk about liquidity. Okay, so what is liquidity? And a lot of you know what it is, but for those of you who don't, liquidity when it comes to money is being able to get access to it when you need it. Now, some of you might say, well, I want 100% of my money always available and always accessible. That's fine. And you can have accounts that will do that. The downfall of that is if you have all of your money liquid and available, and you also want it to be 100% safe. So you say, I want no risk, 100% liquidity. You're usually going to give up some growth, so your account won't be growing as fast. Now, today, as we record this, there's still 4 or 5% accounts where you can keep it liquid and available in what we like to call a parking account. Or if you do the full 3-bucket plan, which I'll link up here, then your bucket 1, your liquid bucket, you can still get a decent return, right? 4 or 5%, but not as much as some of the other accounts. So what you have to think about is how much do you really need liquid and available right now? Because for a lot of you, if you have drop in 403B and 457 and 401k money, that's all saved up, that money is all taxable. So if you were truly, let's say you have $300,000, if you were truly going to take all of that money out right away, that tax liability would be gigantic, right? It would add on to your taxes as income. You would do what we like to call the I love Uncle Sam option, where it's gonna throw you into a completely different tax bracket, and it's gonna defeat the whole purpose of earning any money in general because of the amount of taxes you would owe. So how much do you actually need liquid? Some people it's 30, 40, 50,000. Some people want more, some people want a little bit less. But it's something you want to look into, because if the money's just going to sit there anyways, and you're not going to touch 90% of it, make companies give you a decent return. Also, for liquidity, you really don't want to be using money that is in the market, in a growth account in the market, for your liquid assets. Now, they can be liquid, and most of the time they are, especially with our firm, but you really don't want them to be that liquid. You don't want to use that money for liquidity, because what if the market drops significantly, right? What if you all of a sudden the market's dropped by 20 or 30%, you need to take out money? Well, you're selling low, which is the opposite of what you should do. You should have separate buckets of money that are for those purposes. You should have your liquid bucket, which is fixed and liquid and stable, and then your growth bucket. So just something to think about, because a lot of people, they haven't properly assessed their liquidity. They haven't properly assessed where they want to pull money from if an emergency does happen, or if they plan on going on a trip or something like that. You should have separate buckets of money for these different needs. And that's, once again, where the 3-bucket approach comes in. We'll link it up above, but it's something you need to take a look at. But if that's very important to you, there are plenty of investments out there where you can simply just take out money as you need it. So, and still earn a somewhat decent interest rate. So, all right, this is the 4th video. The next video is going to be our very last one, and we're going to talk about death benefit. We're going to talk about inheritance of money.